After the latest iOS software update, if you are noticing fast battery draining problem, then do try the three easy to follow troubleshooting steps that I'm going to suggest to you in this episode. This happens very rarely whenever iOS update comes out. So many bug fixes and security fixes that Apple brings to our iPhone and iPads. But just like this time with the iOS 14.6, this have happened before and this may happen once again with future iOS software update releases. What happens is, like, the iOS software update itself will cause the battery performance to degrade. Like, the battery performance overall with the usage of the entire day will be reduced drastically, and so many users will come out and complain about the poor battery performance after the software update. If less amount of users are complaining about the battery performance after the software update, then it could be specific to their device, like performing an all settings reset or performing an iOS restore by connecting the iPhone with the system, and the iTunes software will mostly help fixing such problems. But when majority of the users complain across the world, then definitely there is a problem with the iOS software update. With the iOS 14.6 update, Apple have already notified by so many users about the worst performance they are experiencing after the update, and they are also noticing heating while charging the iPhone, particularly not even while using or while the phone is idle, but while charging they are noticing some above the warm temperature heat that is being generated and felt on the sides of the iPhone. So for both the problems, Apple needs to bring a fix officially with iOS 14.6.1. But meantime, you can try these troubleshooting steps to see some improvements. I have tried it in my iPhone. I had the fast battery draining problem, and I have asked a couple of my contacts to do the same, and they have tried it, and we are definitely seeing some improvement compared to the previous days when we actually updated to the 14.6. Here you can see from the battery graph, the battery statistics clearly shows that since I last charged, like yesterday around 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. I have charged for the last time to 100% almost, and then I was using it with different usage levels, as you can see from the following bars. And when the phone is not in use, when it was idle most of the time, you can see the battery graph shows that the draining also reduced a lot. So this was not like this before. It was like drastically sliding to the bottom very fast, rapidly when after updating to the 14.6. That has been reduced a lot, and right now I'm able to see that even when I haven't charged in between, and right now I'm almost close to the 20%. I normally charge my iPhone whenever it reaches 20%, which I follow as a better safety practice. Through that way, I maintain my battery health. Almost it's been like 5 to 6 months since I have purchased iPhone 12 Pro, and it is still at good battery health. So based on my experience and the test that I have just collected from my contacts and friends, I'm suggesting these things to you. So till the next update comes out, what you have to do is go to the settings page and then go to Siri and search. Turn off the Siri function if you're not using it. If you're using it, you can keep it on. Otherwise, do turn it off. I personally believe that there are some bugs related to the Siri that is causing this sort of battery draining problem in the background. So we are trying to limit the background operations as much as possible in terms of apps usage and in terms of any system related services from using the battery. And the next one is screen time. If you're not using the screen time, you can turn it off temporarily. Since the launch of screen time service, I personally suspect that this is consuming some considerable amount of battery juice from any iPhone. So you can turn it off till the next update comes out. The next one is go to privacy, then location services. You need to take control of the location services of each applications that you have installed on your iPhone. Set never to most of the applications that you're not going to use any location services along with the particular application. And then if you're going to use any applications location while using, then make sure that it has been set with while using the app, or set it to ask next time. You can control every time when the app is opened and when it wants to access the location services. So this is definitely one important thing, because apps like Facebook, Instagram consumes plenty amount of background data, and they try to collect as much as location related information along with other usage data. So definitely it is important to take control of the location services that is present here. And the very important thing is go to system services, and this is where you need to do more control over the GPS in the background usage. Disable location services for any services that you will not be using. One important thing is if you're using accessories like AirTags, you need to keep the networking and wireless feature on. Only through that way the U1 chip will be active from iPhone 11 and above models. Otherwise, it will be turned off. You cannot use it properly or track the location accurately. The final one is not that much important, but if you have tried these 3 steps and still you need some more little bit improvements, you want to feel that, go to the settings, general, and then go to the background app refresh. And here you can either turn it off if you're not using it, or if you're using the background app refresh like for applications like WhatsApp, you need to turn it on to receive the message notification and to load the messages properly. So in such cases, you can turn it on and you can enable the background app refresh for that specific apps only. For example, I want to use the background app refresh only when the phone is connected to Wi-Fi, or you can select it Wi-Fi and mobile data, and then you can scroll to that particular app and you can turn on and turn off the background app refresh specific to that particular application. So when the phone reaches 20%, put it in charge, and you can charge it up to 80% or even up to 100%. That's not going to be a problem. Make sure that the optimized battery charging feature is also on. Under battery health, make sure it is on, and avoid draining the battery. That is the very important practice that I do to keep my battery health at 100%. So that's all, and I hope this video was informative to you and helped you to understand and maintain the battery performance of the iPhone to some level. And feel free to share your tips if I have missed anything, if you think that some more optimizations can be done to prevent this sort of battery drain. After trying these 3 or 4 troubleshooting steps that I have suggested to you today, do feel free to share the feedback after 2 to 3 days of usage in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day. Stay safe.